Hi everyone, welcome back to Power BI series. This is our lecture 10, or you can say final lecture, in which again we are going to do one end-to-end project. And this project we are going to do with respect to Blinkit sales. Okay, so we will load Blinkit data, and we are going to perform some analysis, and we are going to create a dashboard for Blinkit company. Let me show you how this final dashboard look like. So you see, this is our final dashboard, in which we have this left panel of Blinkit. We have some filter panel where you can filter by location, outlet size, item type. Then we have some KPIs like total sales, average rating, average sales, number of items sold by Blinkit, and many more things. So we are going to create this particular dashboard into the Power BI. Now in previous two videos we have paid, or you can say previous two projects, we have paid attention to different things, right? For example, in project 1 we have paid attention to some kind of visualization with respect to background, and then how we can read the data from CSV file, multiple data, and then we can build the visualization. In second project I have shown you how you can connect to real-time APIs and then databases to build your project. Now in this project, which is the final project, we are going to focus on more the UI side of it, so that you can create this kind of professional looking dashboard, and you can learn how you can create this kind of stuff inside the Power BI. So this three project will going to give you overall overview of entire Power BI from multiple perspectives, from data perspective, from a real-time API perspective, and then also from UI perspective, which is this one. So the data set is not very hard for this project, but the UI, you can see it's a professional looking UI, and we are going to pay attention on this UI in this particular video. So without wasting so much time, let's get started. I have already launched my Power BI, and let me connect this data. So this data is the Excel file. So you can directly click on this Excel workbook, or from get data also you can click on that Excel workbook. Now let me load this. So I'm going to provide this again inside the description from where you can download it. Okay, now this is the data, Blinkit IT grocery data.xlsx. Let me open it. Okay, and here in this XLSX file you will see either two table, so table 1 and table 2. I need only table 2, this one, Blinkit grocery data. So I will select this one and save, load. Now this data is already clean. You don't have to perform any data cleaning or inside the Power Query editor. So I'm not going to pay attention more on this data cleaning stuff. In the project 1 and 2 we have already done that a lot. Now this is clean data, so we are directly going to start with the visualization part, where we will focus on UI side more. Let me show you once how the data looks like. We have only one table, and you see this, we have this item fat content, item identifier. So this is product identifier. You have item type, is it a household, bread, something like that, right? Then outlet establishment year, there are multiple outlets of Blinkit, so their establishment year is also given, right? The outlet identifier, we have outlet location type, tier 3, tier 2, in which kind of city the outlet is open, outlet size, outlet type, item visibility, item weight, sales, right? Item weight, sales, and rating. So we have these many columns, and the total rows is 8523 rows, right? You can expand from here and see all this content is available over here. Cool. So I will come to report view. We don't have to go into the model view and do some modeling, because we have only one table. So let's come to the report view. Okay, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to refer this particular diagram, and accordingly I'm going to explain you what we need to build it, right? So first of all, we will start with this left panel, which we have to build it. So let's do that. For that, what you can do, first of all, we need to create this yellow item, right? So for that, you go to insert, and there is something called as shapes. You go to shapes, and you see we have this shape, rounded tab. this one, both top. So let me select this one, and I need to rotate it. You see, this kind of rotation I need 90-degree rotation. So for that I go to rotation. Inside this shape I will say 90-degree, and now you see the shape is like in this way. Let me increase the size. Okay, and I will click outside the graph. I will go to canvas. First of all, let me do the canvas setting. Here I go to custom. Let's say height I will take 1000 pixel, and width I will take 1400 pixels. Okay, now let me increase this even further. Cool. Now I need to change the color for this. So again I will go to style, color, and from here I'm gonna take the custom color which Blinkit uses. So here you see we have this yellow color. So yellow and green is kind of Blinkit logos, right? So I'm gonna use that same yellow color. Let me click once again on color, go to color, and yes, this color I want. Okay, now you can also use the code also. You can just change, and you see the code is FAD324. You can also simply go to internet and then search about the color code. This is a hex color coding. So when you go to internet, let me show you. You can simply go to Google and then search about Blinkit yellow color hex code. Okay, so you see this is what they are using. So you can take the color code from here also. You see this is their color code, right? So you can choose it from here also, not a problem. But for the timing, let's go for this. I'm fine with this particular color. Okay, now we need to put this thing. We come over here, slide show. Yeah, so this thing, Blinkit and India's last minute app. For that you need to put a text box. So let me put this text box, and let's reduce the size, and let's write it Blinkit, and let's select this. Oops, and let's increase the size to 24. Okay, and color, let's say black. That's it, and let me drag and drop this over here. Okay, so see this should be little bit in this way. Okay, all right, and now we have this Blinkit, and also I will change the color for this IT should be in green. So let me select this I and T only. First let me increase the size, IT, and color I'm gonna give in green. Okay, so let's go to green and take the darker green. Okay, even darker, right? And let's make them bold and increase the size to maybe 32. Right, so this looks good. Now what I can do, okay, let me also change this IT color even darker shade of green. So here, yeah, this looks fine. And once again I'm gonna click, and I want to remove the background. I don't want that background. So for that I go to effects, turn off the background, and you see now Blinkit is available over here, same like this. Again I'm gonna add one more text box area, and I will say India's last minute app. Select this, increase the font to maybe 16, bold, right, and color should be black. and from effects let's remove the background. Cool. And let me drag and drop it over here, and you see the thing is it is 16 is very this. Okay, this looks fine, and let's put it over here, and also let me correct this India's last minute app. Okay, so we have this Blinkit logo ready over here. You see this? Now if you want you can increase it little further. Let me just select this and say center align, and let's go for size 10.5 or maybe 12. 12 looks good. And similarly for Blinkit also, let's make them center align. Okay, so this looks perfectly fine. All right, now next we have this filter panel. So let's design this filter panel. So again I'm gonna do insert one more text box, and I will say this as filter panel. Okay, select everything. Let's go for 16 size. All right, and let's make it bold. Okay, and color should be black. Now I can simply drag and drop over here, and let me select this as a center align. Okay, and effects, remove the background. So we have this filter panel also written. Now 3 filters we need. One is outlet location, another is outlet size, and another is item type. So let's add all these filters. So filters can be added with the help of slicers. Okay, so for that I will go to slicers. You see slicers is available over here, and let me reduce the size, and let me add the first slicer. So first slicer is outlet location. So let me expand this, and let me put the outlet location over here. So you see we have 3 tiers: tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. Okay, and let me put it over here. I will go to the settings little bit. Slicer setting, instead of vertical, I need a drop down, and I will go to general, effects. I will remove the background. Okay, it looks like in this way, and so when I click on all, you see I'm getting this tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. Now I need to do little bit formatting, so let's do this. Let me turn on the shadow, and I will go to visual. Okay, slicer header, I will make it bold. All right, and similarly for, I don't want any border to be seen. All right, and let me do this, and also I need to bold this thing. So once again go here, slicer values, let's make it bold, and color needs to be dark black. Okay, and now when I click on this, you see I'm getting tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 as also bold. Cool. So I have designed my first filter. Now you see here I can see the shadow also for this yellow. So let's make that shadow also a little bit so for that I need to click on this bigger box, and I will go to shape, and shape wise this is fine. Rounded corners I will say 5 pixels, so that we will have the rounded corners. Okay, in style I will go and shadow I will turn it on, and now you see I can see the shadows. Now let me little bit increase this. Okay, here, yeah, this looks fine. Okay, now I'm gonna simply copy this, Control C, Control V, and put it over here, and one more Control V and over here. So we have all the three filters aligned. Okay, now here I'm gonna click on this, and second filter is nothing but outlet size. So I will put outlet size and remove this outlet location. You see we have high, medium, small. I will click over here, and then third one is item type. So let me put item type and remove this location type, and we have all these item types. All right, so filter wise we have designed everything. Let me just see if I can do little more formatting. So I go here and slicer setting, selection is fine. In general, effects, visual border, if I click on, I don't need that. Let me turn it off. What else we have? Data format is fine. Header icons is also fine. In normal visual, if I go inside the values, let's say border. Okay, border is not required, and background is also not required. I think we are fine with this. Okay, this three looks good. I'm okay with it. Okay, so we have designed our first thing, which is Blinkit India's last minute app. Okay, over here. Cool. Now I will just align this little bit inside into the center. Same goes with this. And same with this. Okay, so we have this ready. Now we will start with this cards. So we need the KPIs for all these things. So if you pay attention, we don't have all the KPIs. So let's first of all calculate the KPIs for total sales, average rating, average sales, and number of items. So for that, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna create a basically new measure. So I will go to home and say new measure. So first of all I will say total sales, just give me a minute, total sales, which is equal to, we have this sales, right? So I will say sum of, and know this formula. So I will just say sales. So I have, since this sales already available, it's going to add them and give me the result. I'm using this sum formula and not sum x formula, remember from our DEX lectures, right? So let's do this. Next I am gonna create something called as average sales, which is equal to average of, once again, the sales. Okay, the new measure, we need average rating and number of items. So average rating equals to average of rating, and number of items equals to, so here we need to basically count all rows of our table. So for that you will say count rows. There is a function called as count rows, in which it will take the table name. So table name we have this, Blinkit grocery data. So just provide the table name. It is going to count all the rows in it, and that's it. We will get our number of items also. So all the measures are available over here. Now I can start building with this card. So for that I'm gonna take this card and I'm gonna put first of all total sales, then average sales, total sales, average rating, and number of items. And let me expand this. You see we have all the 4 cards over here. Now I will go to the settings and multi-card layout. I need a alignment called as grid. So let me click on grid, and I need 2 by 2 grid. So basically 2 rows 2 columns. So I will say 2 columns 2 rows, and you see now we have this grid available for us. Okay, and I will go here. I will put total sales on top, average sales followed by average rating and number of items. Looks good. Okay, now what I will do, I will go here inside the cards, or maybe first of all let me go to call out. So from call out I am going to do this. I need a padding of, let's say 12 or 10 pixel, let's say 10 pixel, so that the padding will from this side 10 pixel, from this side 10 pixel. It will have uniform padding. Value I'm gonna make it bold. Okay, center alignment. For label make it once again, I'm gonna make it bold. Okay, looks fine. Okay, so this is inside the call out. Now from the call out, this looks fine. Let me go to my, so you see I have to change this dollar also. So now what I will do, I will go to cards, and first of all I will select from cards total sales, and from here I will apply this dollar sign so that I can see total sales in dollars, and I want to need a decimal point up to 2 only. So 1.20 million is my total sales. Similarly for average sales, I'm gonna make the dollar sign active, and I need to only see up to 2 digits. So okay, wait, why this average sales? Let me go to average sales. Yeah, this is fine. Average sales, and here I need to, yes, and go for 2 decimal points only. That's it. That is my average sales. Average sale is 140.99. that's the average sale value. Okay, and then for average rating and number of items, let me select average rating. So this is not a currency. Average rating is it's a decimal number, so 3.92. and similarly for number of items, it's a whole number. Why this is got changing? Let me do command Z. Average sales, it should be currency, right? Currency up to 2 decimal points. Okay, now I need to click here. Once again click on the card and go here, cards. I will select average rating. and for average rating, okay, from here I need to change it. So average rating, and average rating wise I will say it's a decimal number and looks fine. And similarly for number of items, yeah, you can say it's a general or a whole number, because number of items you cannot say, you have sold 9.9 items, right? Either you sell 9 items or you sold 10 items, right? So this looks fine. I have this thing ready. Okay, all right, now I can click on this card and design this even further. So I will go to format, and now I will go to call out. I need to change their colors. Basically I need to look it should look like in this way. So let me go to first multi card, and then shape rounded corners. I need 5 pixels. And okay, once again go here, multi card shape, padding we have already done, border I don't want to see the border, which is fine, and background I can turn it off. Now I go to cards, and padding wise we are fine. Divider, if I close the divider, this is fine. I don't want any divider, so I will close it. Background wise, yes, we need to add the background, but I will come to that point. Let me first turn on the accent bar. Okay, so I turn it on, and by the way here it is only turned for averages. Let me click on all, and for all I'm gonna turn on the accent bar, so that this kind of bar will come. And I will go to accent bar and say the width should be 5 pixel. I need to turn on the shadow. Okay, glow, if you want to keep the glow, you can keep it. This looks fine, glow. In the earlier one I haven't added the glow, but this looks good, so I will turn on the glow. Fine, this looks good. And then now what I will start doing, I will add first of all the background. So I will go here, and you need to turn on this add image. Okay, so let me turn on this add image, and let me just select from here, instead of all card I'm gonna select the total sales, because for total sales you see this background I have added for total sales only. So let me go here, and now I will come to down, and I will browse. So this image also, this background KPI, this is the image. I'm going to give you inside the description, you can download it from there. Let me click on open, and you see this image got added, but I need to make it fit. Now you see this is fit inside this entire card, right? Or also you can say center, and maybe give the height of the image as 25 pixel. Okay, it is not coming, so let me click on fit only, and this looks fine. It is fitting inside the entire image. Okay, if I reduce the size little bit, you see it is fitting this image properly fine. Now you can drag and drop it over here on the top. Okay, so I have this. Now what I need to do, I need to add this symbols also. These symbols you can see. So let me start adding them. Once again I will go to here, and this time I need to go to call out. Okay, call out we are done, which is fine. And this time I will go to image. Okay, and for all the cards I need to turn on the image. Okay, you see as soon as I turn on the image, there are some lines, breaking lines coming on, and this is because I need to turn off the something from the above. Let me do that. I will go to let me first turn off this image. I will turn on this image, go here, and let me upload some image from here to just check, if this is working or not. Okay, so this is not that image. Let me say okay, yeah, this is working, by the way. So this image actually I need to add. Okay, instead of going inside this particular image, I don't want this image. From here only, you see, from callout only, we have the option of image. So I have uploaded that image. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna first of all remove this image, because I want to upload different image for all the cards. So let me cancel this, and then what I will do, I will say from above I'm gonna select first the total sales, and from total sales I'm gonna browse the image. This is my sales image, upload it, and you see this image is coming over here. Now here, if you see, this image was in the center, right? But here it is in the left. Though it looks good, we can change the position. Let me see if I can do that. If you click on the yeah, position is here, left of text, you can say right of text, so it will change. You can say below text, okay, and center align, so see, it will come inside the center. Let's go for this. Even though we have added here in the below, I will add it inside the left side. So what I will do, I will say here left of the text, and this looks even more good actually. Cool. And then vertical alignment is center. Cool. Now same I need to repeat for other images. So now here I am gonna select average sales, and for average sales, let me browse it. I have the average sales image over here. Let me put it. Looks good. Similarly for average rating, let's browse the image. We have rating, and finally we have number of items. Let's browse the image for number of items. All right, this looks good. So we have this card now ready. Okay, and if you gonna click on, let's say, tier 1, you see, since you have applied the filter, it is applying already on each and everything. So tier wise, you can see for tier 2 the rating is 3.92, and accordingly all the sales. For tier 3, all these things you can see it, right? Tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. You can go for multi-select also for comparison of other cities. For example, if I go here, slicer setting, selection, you can go for multi-select, right, option also, right? So yes, that is also possible. Now let's go for this particular thing where total sales, average rating, number of items, and we need to do the analysis of fat content by outlet, and total sales by item type. By the way, I haven't shown you the basically you can say the report, or basically requirement gathering over here, because for project 1 and project 2 I have already shown you the project requirement and all those things. So that's why I'm directly showing you how you can directly build it. So you can consider these are our project requirements. I'm not just building it blindly. You have discussed this in meetings, and you have this particular requirement to build it out. Okay, so I'm just taking the project from there onwards. Okay, so in order to build this thing, first of all I need to go to insert shape, and then I need to put this rounded rectangular over here. You see, this is the rounded rectangular on top of which we have created this. Okay, now what we need to do, we need to click on this, and I'm first of all go inside the general effects, sorry, not effects, actually properties. So height and width is fine. I can go to shape and maybe style and change the color from here to white. Also border I don't want, so okay, I need border, so I will just change the color to maybe white or black. Wait, what? This should be white. Border is fine, white border is fine. I can just go for 5 pixel so that it will look like in this way, or I can change the color instead of white to make it visible. Let's take the border color to some this color, white 30% darker, and pixel value I will just say 1 pixel. Okay, so now you see we have this template ready for us where we can keep this information also. Cool. Now let me see if this can be reduced or not. Okay, if I'm reducing, this is image is not coming properly. I can little bit shift upward, and then this also I can shift till here. All right, now I can start making this thing. So first of all I need to create this total sales, average rating, and number of items. And this is what, this is nothing but a parameter. So what I will do, I will go here, I will go to modeling, and then I will click on this thing, new parameter. By field I want to create the parameters. I will click on this. Okay, and let's say I will give the parameter name as matrix. And here from this table I'm gonna choose matrix. So first of all is total sales, another one is average sales, average rating, and then we have number of items. Now why I'm creating this parameter, because whenever you select this parameter, this particular chart will change dynamically. So for that's why I'm creating this parameter. Okay, let me click on create. All right, so this got created. You see this is my matrix over here. All right, now let me put it over here. So this is also kind of this slicer only, but this is a dynamic slicer. Now what I will do, I will go to here and slicer setting, instead of vertical list I will call it as a tile, and increase the size. And okay, and I will go to general properties. So here I'm gonna give the height and width. So let me just see, I've written the height and width for this. Let me just check what I have given. So height I have given 40, and width I have given 465. Okay, so this is the height and width I have given. Now as soon as I do this, you can see this got converted into a single rows. So I will put it over here, and then okay, let me increase this roundness I want to finish. So I will click here, I will go to simply shape, and corner radius I will reduce to 10 pixels only. And as soon as I do this, I got more area. So now I can increase this little bit, and I can put it over here on top. Okay, so in this way I have now this thing. Now what I will I will click here, go to settings, right, and then slicer header, let's make it bold, right. Then also values, let's make it black color and then bold. Increase the font to 12, maybe 11 is also fine. and if you want you can increase the size also. Oops. So this looks fine actually. I can click here and then go here, general, effects, remove the background. Okay, what else? Okay, so we need to put the background as yellow instead of removing it. So let me turn on the background and I will say yellow as a background. Okay, not that background. So for this, okay, I'll turn off this background. For inside the card I'm gonna give the background. So I'll go to values, right, and then background, select the color as yellow, and this looks good, right? Now I need to create this donut chart. Okay, so for this donut chart what we have something called as the total sales, and we have something called as item fat content. So let me create this donut chart. I will click on this donut chart. I have total sales, so click on this, and then I have what we have, item fat content. So item fat content, let me expand this. So you see item fat content, let me click on this. Now I have these values. Okay, so this chart I need to put it over here. So for that let me do little bit formatting. First of all I will go here, general, effects, turn off the background, and then visual, legend I want to make it top left, so click on this so that it will come over here, and then I will go to text, make it black color, bold. Similarly title, item fat content, which is fine. I will go to slices and I will change the color of the slices. Okay, so for first of all I'm gonna select low fat color. So from blue I'm gonna make it yellow color. Then from here I'm gonna select regular. For regular I'm gonna give the green color, and then we have LF and this, so let's select LF. Color is fine, I think. Let's select the last one, reg, and for reg let me give another color of the green shade only. Okay, so this looks fine. All right, so we have this color, and also border, I don't want to on the border spacing, inner radius is, let's reduce it little bit or increase it even. Okay, so 74 inner radius is fine. Now why I'm increasing this inner radius, because I want to put something inside that, so that's why I'm increasing the inner radius. Now detail labels is fine, position outside. Okay, go to values, let's make the color as black and bold, so that this should be also come as bold. Okay, and display unit is fine. Now I don't want to show this everything percentage and all, so for that you can click over here and just say data value, so it will come as a data value. If you want to choose anything you can choose from here. Okay, looks fine. And now I can decrease the size and put it over here. Okay, one more thing I need to do change is I need to change the title. So for that I will click on this, go to general, title, and select the title from here, and the title I can see from here, fat content. So let me put fat content, let's make it bold. Okay, and let's make it center align. Here yes, it was not center aligned, but here I want to make it center aligned. So this is my fat content now. Now in the middle I'm gonna put something, and that something is nothing but I'm gonna take the card and I'm gonna put the matrix over here inside this, and I'm gonna reduce the size. And when you click on total sales, here only total sales will be visible, and for this also it change. Okay, you see, for total sales only it is showing. Now I click here, I reduce the size, go to here, general, effects, remove the background, and drag and drop it inside the circle. And let's increase the size of the circle little bit. Okay, over here let's reduce it. I click over here, I go and for call out value, label, let me decrease the size little bit. Okay, 10, I will go here 10, and for this 1.2 million I will go to value, and let's decrease the size to 16. Okay, and let me put it over here. And also I need to remove the background, so go here, effects, background is already turned off. What else? Inside the card, turn off the background, and inside the multi-card layout, turn off the background. And as soon as you do this, you see now 1.2 million is showing inside the box, right? I mean inside the donut chart. Yeah, but there is round, little bit, you border, you see this border. So let me click on this and click here and go to multi-card layout, and let me turn on the border. Yes, border is there. I will turn off the border. Inside the card also I will turn off the border, and now that border is totally gone. And let me center align it. So you see now it is center aligned. Now what is the benefit of it? When you click on this average sales, you see this got changed according to the average sales only. So, and this entire thing also, it got, the donut chart is also showing with respect to average sales. Let me click on this average rating. You see this is also got changed. When you click on total sales, okay, still this is not showing. Let me click over here. Okay, so for this we have this total sales. So instead of total sales on the donut chart, let me remove this and put matrix inside the values. Okay, now this is gonna work. You see now I click here, you see this got changed. I click average rating, this is changing, right? So average rating for item fat content reg, item fat content LF, and all those things. Similarly, number of items sold in different this thing. Similarly, total sales for all the fat content. So this is how we created this thing. Now what I need to add? I need to add this fat content by outlet. So let's add that. So for that I need a stack bar chart, this one, or you can select this cluster bar chart also. So for this I have written what I need to take. So I'm gonna take the basically on x-axis I'm gonna take the matrix. So let me click on the matrix, drag and drop it over here, and then we need to take outlet location type. Okay, outlet location type. So we have outlet location type, you see tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, and then item fat content. Item fat content I need to drag and drop inside the legend. So now I have this stack bar chart. Now for doing this formatting, I will click over here, click on format painter and just do this, so that the color of the bar will change accordingly. Okay, so that I don't have to do the formatting again and again. Now I just need to change the title. So title, fat content by outlet. So click on this, go here, go general, title, and say fat content by what? By outlet. That's it. Now let me drag and drop this over here and decrease the size. And for this also, you need to go to general, effects. Yeah, background is already turned off. You see on x-axis, y-axis we have something, so we need to change that also. So I will go to visual, x-axis, turn off the title, y-axis, turn off the title. For values, let's change the color to black, bold. Similarly for x-axis, values, color black, bold. Alright, now I have this fat content properly. Now you see when I click on average sales, this is also changing according to the average sales. When I click on total sales, this is changing according to the total sales, right? And also I have this grid lines. So you click on this, go here, grid lines, turn it off. Okay, vertical grid lines. So that is gone. Now to separate this chart, what I need to do, I need to go to, I will go to insert and shape and just take a line and go to style, color, let's say this one I will take, border color also, border I don't want, so okay, I want maybe, so let's say this one. Okay, let's reduce this, and let's put it over here to just separate out the two charts. Okay, this is just a separator, nothing else. You see now I can see both the charts in a separate view. Okay, let me decrease the size little bit and I will drop it down, and line also little down. You see now we have this properly. Now we want this total sales by item type, right? So for that, once again I'm gonna take this. Now total sales by item type, so I will say total sales item type. So we have the total sales item type. Let me click on this, click on the, go to home, click on the format painter and click on this. Okay, still color is not changed, so I can go here, I can go to bars, I can go to colors and just select the yellow color, and that's it. This is already bold, and total sales by item type is already coming, right? So now I can decrease this, and put it over here. Still, so we need little bit even bigger area. What I can do, I can reduce this particular size little bit even more, and let me increase this size a little bit further, and similarly this is even little further so that it will be symmetric. All right, I can move this inside the middle, and let me reduce the size for this also. Okay, and for this let's turn on the data labels as well over here, and let's decrease the size even further. Okay, here, here, here. Cool, this looks fine. I can reduce this line size till here, and let's increase this particular size till top, and from here till bottom. Okay, so we have this properly now, and let me shift it little inside. Cool, so we have now this available. You see this, how this is so good, right? Image is little bit stretching, so I can, or I can go, yes, yep, this looks perfectly fine. Okay, cool, so we have already created this, and now I need to go to this, all the outlet thing we need to talk about. Outlet establishment, outlet size, and outlet type, this thing we need to now create. So for that, outlet thing, first of all I need a, once again I'm gonna click on this, control C, control V, put it over here. Size I'm gonna reduce it here and here. Okay, let me go to once again my canvas setting. Canvas setting, width, let's make it 1450, 1450. Okay, so I have little more canvas available over here. Okay, let's increase the size. Cool, this looks perfectly fine. And now what I want to do, I am gonna put the, first of all, this thing, outlet establishment. So for that I need a line chart, so I'm gonna click on this line chart. We have this outlet establishment here, and what else I need, I need total sales, so click on total sales. Okay, and obviously this is a line chart, so this outlet establishment here will go to x-axis, and you see I have this line chart, and I change to this, I need a line chart but area chart, area line chart, right? So that this shadow will come over here. Okay, now let's do little bit formatting for this. Let's increase the size, and maybe what I can do, I can just click on this format painter, and let's directly click on this. You see little bit formatting is already been applied. Now I just need to do a little more changes. For example, if you click here, go here, and then when you go to general, you see the, in the effects, background is already turned off, so those things are already been applied. Now what I will do, I will quickly go to visuals, markers. Let me first of all turn on the markers. I want to show the markers in this way. Okay, and let's increase the size for this. How I can do that, basically I'm gonna, let me reduce this size, similarly this size even further, and then for this I'm gonna make them in center. Okay, this is still not center line. Yeah, this I can move it over here and reduce the size. For this, let's make it over here, and reduce the size little bit, and for this let's make it even under and reduce the size even further. Okay, and now I can reduce the size for this. Okay, even further down I can go. So you see now I got little more area to expand till here, and now when I click on this I can expand this even further, and here if I want to go little more I can go. Okay, so this is fine now, looks perfectly fine. Let's make this also in center. Yeah, this looks fine. Now let's go here, and then this, let's first change the color. So for that you go to lines, right, you go to color, change the color to black. So above is black. Now shaded area I want to change the color. So it's a match line color, but I don't want to match the line color. Let me turn it off, and here I'm gonna say yellow. Okay, so it will match this thing. Cool. So I have this, so what kind of insight you can get it from this chart? You see, for the outlet which started in 2011 has done the total sales of 78,131, and the is basically the outlet which started in 2012, it has the overall sales of 130, and these are almost same. But when you go to this one which started in 2018, that has the total sales of $204,523 dollars basically, right? So this is what the insight you can get it from this thing. Okay, now let me just change the title. Just I need to say outlet establishment, right? So right, I will say click here, go here, general, title, and I will say outlet establishment. That's it. Looks good, right? And you see little bit vertical lines are also coming. I can go to visual grid lines, remove those vertical lines also. Fine, now I can move forward. Now I have to create this outlet size, right? So for outlet size I need a outlet size and total sales. So for that, once again I'm gonna click on donut chart. I will say outlet size, total sales. Click on this particular donut chart, click on format, and click on this, so that the formatting will be properly aligned. And you can go to now here slices, for medium let's change the color to yellow. For small let's change the color to green, and blue is fine. Okay, so this looks perfectly fine. I can reduce the size however I want and put it over here. Then we need a outlet location wise also a funnel chart. So for that, what I'm gonna do, let me put it over here, and this time I'm gonna select a funnel chart. Okay, so this is a funnel chart. Now why funnel chart is required basically. So funnel chart is required, for example, you are running a website. I'm giving you a very layman terms of layman example. Let's say you are running a business where you have 1000 customers visiting your website. Now out of 1000 customers, only 500 are clicking on the buy link, and then after clicking on the buy link, only 100 people are buying that item actually. Okay, so you can see this with respect to funnel. on top of the funnel you can have total visitors, in middle of the funnel you can have the customers, or basically the people who have clicked on the buy link, and the finally you have the people who have bought it. So this is how you can track the conversion rate. So that's what we wanted to do it over here. So here I'm gonna take three things. I am gonna take the tiers. So basically the I have written over here outlet location and sales. So let me click on outlet location and then sales. So you see 100% and 71.3%. So from tier 3 we are having the overall sales of 472, from tier 2 393, from tier 1 336. So or most of the sales is coming from the tier 3 cities. Now let me click on this and click on format and click on this. So it got little bit formatting, but I need to change the color. So for that what I can do, I click here, I can go to settings and then go to color. Now this is default is blue, right? You say you need to turn on this show all color. Now for tier 3 I'm gonna put it as a blue, which is fine. For tier 2 I'm gonna make it as a yellow, and for tier 1 I'm gonna make it as a green. So this is my conversion rate. Okay, also data labels values should be bold, which is already there. Let's increase the font to 11, and then we have category levels. In the color I need black and bold, so this is coming as a bold. And then we have conversion rate. This also I need a black, so this 171 will be black and bold. Okay, so this looks perfectly fine for me. So this is my total sales by outlet location type. Now I need to change the title also. I just need to say outlet location. So click here, go here, general, title, and just say outlet location. Outlet location. Cool. Center align is already there, which is fine. So I have this thing also with me. Now I have this final thing which is called as outlet type. Okay, so this is a matrix chart we need. Okay, and for that let me just go and start creating this. We are at the end of our this entire thing. Now for that let me click on this matrix, drag and drop it over here. And what I need to do, in rows I need to put outlet type. So let me drag and drop rows here. So you see we have 1 2 3 4 outlet type, and then all this you see total sales, average sales, rating, and all these things I'm gonna put it inside the columns basically, or values basically. So let me start putting them: total sales, average sales, average rating, and then we have this number of items, and also item visibility. So this is also I want to track it. All these things is already written inside our requirement document, and from there only I'm doing it. So don't worry, like if you are thinking I'm doing something randomly, no, I'm just looking into my report, and from there only I'm checking what are the requirements. Now let me do this formatting little bit. I will increase the size to see all the things over here. Now first of all, this sum of item visibility, I will click on this and I will just simply say item visibility instead of sum of item visibility. And now you see I have all the matrix available over here. And then what I'm gonna do, I am gonna do start the formatting. So click over here. Okay, I need to turn off rows and columns, so subtotals I don't want to see, so let's remove it. All right, and then I will go to visual, and then so basically first of all I need to see the gaps. Okay, so I'll go to specific columns. For specific column I can change the color, but before doing that, what I will do, I will go to row headers and make it bold. Similarly for column headers I need to make them bold. So all these things are bold now. And then values also I need bold, so this is bold. Cool. And now I'm gonna, here I will go to horizontal and vertical for identifying the gap. So let me see if I do have here values, column, row headers, row grand total, specific column, cell element. Cell element is here. I will go to grid wise also it's fine. Horizontal grid, yes, I'm gonna click on increase the horizontal grid, and I'm gonna increase the width. So you see I'm gonna increase till 7-8 so that I can see the values properly. And then I want to increase, need to see the vertical grids also, so I click on this, go here, and width I'm gonna increase little bit. 3 pixel is fine for me. I can drag and drop this over here. Now let's make it only 2 pixel, sorry, here 2 pixel. Yeah, so this looks good actually. You see now I have this little bit, it is going outside it. Okay, so let me remove the background. I go to general, effects, turn off the background first. Yeah, this looks fine. You see I have things like this. Okay, now what I can do, I will click here and go here, and I will go now into specific column and I'm start giving the color to it. So for total sales, right, I am gonna give the text color to black, but background color I'm gonna start with the blue, and text color is white. Then I have average sales, so text color is black, background color is yellow. Then I have average rating, and also I want to make them center alignment for each and every. For total sales also let's make them center alignment, average sales center alignment, average rating. For here background color is I'm give green, and text color is black. Okay, and center alignment is already there. This green is little heavy, so I will put this green. Then I'm gonna take the number of items, again background color I'm gonna take the shade of yellow only. So let's take this yellow. Text color is black. Okay, and finally I have item visibility. So let's click on item visibility. Background color, I can give maybe this thing or white color for this. Okay, this looks perfectly fine. And what else? I need to remove all this tabular thing. So need to remove the grid lines. So for that I can once again go to layout and style present. From here I can say tabular. Okay, and this is minimal. Or let's say if I go to style and just say bold header, let's not bold the header, flashy rows, or I can just go for minimal also. Okay, so this looks good actually. Now you see I have this similar to this thing. I can even increase this border thing, grid thing. So I go here, go to grid and horizontal grid. Let's start increasing the width to whatever extent it looks good, right? Only 10 is going. Let make it 15. Okay, maximum it can go to 10, so let's put 10, which is the maximum value. All right, and yeah, this looks fine now. So you see the UI is little bit hard over here when we are going for creating it. So but that's fine, right? This looks fine. We have finally created our dashboard. This looks little bit different for this one, right? Because maybe we have the text size and all those things little low. Let me go and just increase the text for all this. So I can go to values, increase the font to 12. Similarly, column headers, let me increase the font, and similarly row header, increase the font. Okay, and let me reduce the size. Or maybe I can go here inside my canvas and just increase the canvas width only. So canvas setting width, let's make it 1500 pixel, so that I will get even more space. And let me increase the size over here, and now I can increase this however I want. Okay, so this looks perfectly fine now. Let's increase this a little bit more. Over here, over here. Cool. So this is our final dashboard, guys. We are able to create it. Okay, you see now little bit these things are there. You can remove these grid lines also by going inside the here and just explore these options. Okay, row headers, column headers, right? You can play with this thing. See inside the row header or grid, basically you see the color is this. You can give the color as white, so it will be gone. Similarly, vertical grid lines, if you give, you see vertical grid lines width is only 1. You can increase the vertical width as well, and give the color as white. So you see this is gone. So you will see this, right? Right now this is, let me increase to 2 or 3. And item visibility, I will make it center align. Right now number of items and item visibility is not in the center. So for that you can go to here, uh, specified column, item visibility, let's make it center aligned, and number of items center aligned. So you see now the data is being shown properly, and we have this thing, right? So this is our final dashboard. You can see this entire final dashboard, right? So we have analyzed our Blinkit sales data with the very professional looking UI, and that was the main agenda of this video. Now you can click on this publish and then simply publish it to your Microsoft Power BI service, right? Let me save this first with the name as Blinkit sales insight, and let me publish this into the my workspace. Select, so it is publishing to Blinkit sales, Power BI service basically. Now let me open this quickly. So you see now you can share this with anyone. Maybe you can just share this and tag it on with me on LinkedIn. I can review this. You can see here all the filters. When you click on tier 2, for tier 2 it is showing all this data. If you click on tier 1, it is showing for tier 1. If you click on tier 3, similarly it will show for each and everyone. If you remove this, it will show you without any filter. Similarly you can see by outlet size, high, medium, small, and from item type also. Let's say if only want to analyze the dairy products, click on the dairy products, and accordingly you will see the entire data, right? So we have created this beautifully amazing dashboard. I hope you have learned a lot, and with this we have ended our Power BI series.